Hey guys, what's up? So in today's video, I want to put in as much effort as Google did making the all new Pixel 10a. The Pixel 9a dropped in April of 2025 or somewhere around, and just 10 months later, boom, the Pixel 10a in February 2026. Google basically said, hold my coffee, let's ship the same phone but call it new. As you guys know, this channel is kind of supported with affiliate links. However, I'm not even going to post an affiliate link for this phone because I would feel wrong doing so. First, let's break it down like the exciting upgrade Google pretends it is. First up, design. Now, both phones have the 6.3-inch Actua display, flat edges, that little water drop camera island instead of the old camera bar. In fact, the only way to tell them apart is that the new Pixel 10a now has a totally flush camera. That's it. That's it. The Pixel 10a did upgrade to Gorilla Glass 7i instead of Gorilla Glass 3 that was on the Pixel 9a, and what this means is that it'll be a little bit more shatterproof whenever you do decide to throw the phone after you've realized you've bought the same phone twice. The bezels are supposedly 10% thinner. I have to squint with a magnifying glass and a prayer to notice. Congrats, Google. Next up is the brightness. Again, very small upgrade from 2700 nits to 3000 nits. You're not really gonna notice a difference in real life. However, I gotta be honest, an upgrade is still an upgrade, so at least we have something, even though most of you won't notice. But hey, at least you can blind yourself with 11% more efficiency. Now, when it comes to performance, this is a big one. It's the same. Both run the Google Tensor G4, yeah, the same chip, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 or 256 gigs of storage. No Tensor G5 here, folks. Google was like, why upgrade the brain when you can have the old one that kinda works? It's like upgrading from a 2025 Honda Civic to a 2026 Honda Civic because you like the way the new floor mats look like. Except now they're the same. Cameras. 48 megapixel main, 13 megapixel ultra wide, 13 megapixel selfie. On the Pixel 10a, it's the same. I mean, actually the same. The same camera, the same chip, the same processing. Am I missing something? But what about the battery? The same. Both have 5100 milliamp hours. Now the Pixel 10a does upgrade to 30 watts of fast charging, up from 23 watts, I believe. So charging is going to be ever so slightly less miserable. In reality, you'll hit 50% in a few minutes faster. So, you know, maybe not everything's all that bad. Other tiny wins. Now, Satellite SOS is now on the Pixel 10a, IP68 is here, Android 16 is out of the box instead of Android 15. But let's be real, this is the smallest upgrade ever. I've been reviewing phones for, what, 7-8 years now? This is like actually the smallest upgrade that I have ever seen a company do year over year. It is actually insane. If you have the Pixel 9a, well, obviously do not upgrade to the Pixel 10a. However, if you have the Pixel 8a or older, upgrade to the Pixel 9a. Why get the 10a? The 9a is literally the same thing as the 10a, minus the 300 nit difference in screen brightness, minus the screen being not as shatterproof. But people use screen protectors and cases anyway, so that already doesn't even matter for most people out there. I mean, I'm looking online right now. You can literally get the Pixel 9a for $360 instead of $500 for the Pixel 10a. So do with that information as you will. Google, if you're watching this, which I think you are, I think you probably even hear me through my speaker, but if you are watching this, we love Pixels. The cameras are great. The software is amazing, especially like the clean version of Android. It's fantastic. We love the AI features, but give us something new. So what do you guys think? Am I being nitpicky, or is the Pixel 10a like the most boring upgrade ever. It doesn't even actually make sense. It's actually shocking to me that Google did this, because when the rumors first came out prior to Google actually announcing the phone, I thought to myself, there's no way. They're at least going to put the Tensor G5 into the phone just to make it somewhat new. But no, it's using the same old Tensor G4 from like, what, a year and a half ago now, when it was first announced. It's I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. And as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, click that like. And if you're new here and you like these type of no BS reviews, definitely subscribe. As always, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.